All right, I think it's important to document our business and where we're at. So today is August 19th. It's a Monday. We had a great Monday. We sold a project today. A guy named Ideal situation to learn from and to help other contractors and other homeowners learn from, that he's a guy who has money. He wants to spend $50,000 to $70,000 in his backyard. He is ready to invest it, but he's received so many different variations of estimates and varying prices from contractors that he's like has no confidence that his job's going to get done how he wants it to get done. He's got a guy that bid him $100,000. He's got a guy that bid him $50,000, and so it's just all over the place. And he needs somebody who can help give him confidence that he can reach his dream outcome. And so Austin Gardeners, who's one of our contractor friends, they're not a pro member, they reached out to us and asked him if we can help do a 2D plan for him because they wanted to get his plan submitted to the HOA so they can get started on the project. I guess they were kind of around $50,000. After I did the plan, he reached back out to me. He got my email from Austin Gardeners and was like, hey, there's some discrepancies. Let's chat. And I said, yeah, sure, let's chat. That was last Friday. We met today. I talked to him. I was like, I had no intentions of pitching you, but it sounds like from what you're saying, like you actually need a real design and plan. Look at what we've done. This is how we can help you. You're going to get accurate estimates. You're going to reduce the chances of change orders. You make all the decisions up front before construction begins. Like, this is a no-brainer for you guys to do. He's like, all right, let's do it. And boom, right there. So I met him today, got pictures of the yard, shook his hand, and he paid the invoice, signed the contract, and now we're doing a design for him. So that was awesome. We got a deal on Monday. We also had a great conversation with Nate and Heath from Sweat Decks. They are another example of a contractor who really could use our service, mainly because they have so many leads, but they're missing opportunities on closes because I think they can provide a little bit more value in the close, and they're not doing so, but they could really use us to be able to provide that value. One of the guys, Nate, I mean, he is dead set on it. He's like, I want to work with you guys so bad. This is it. He's like telling me, I know exactly what I'm going to say to my boss to go sell him. You know, unfortunately, I wasn't able to meet with the owner, you know, who is, you know, they're spending, I see their ads all the time. They're spending so much money in ads. And I thought about even making a video saying, you don't need to spend more money on ads. You need to provide more value in your sale. And as a way to get people to come work with us, because I really think that's true. It's like you can go get leads from cold calling or creating relationships and networking, but the problem is probably in your sales process somewhere, something's going wrong or you're not providing enough value. And I really think a huge value piece that we can create is helping give them the design and plan so that they can give it to their customers and help them perceive that this project is going to go smooth, they're going to get what they want, and they have, you know, the professional capacity to create these designs and plans, let alone all the projects they've already done. And hey, let's do it, right? So I just sent them an email. I think it'll be great. I think they're going to, you know, hopefully we can work out a deal. That'd be awesome. Up to this point, we are at 5 pro members, really 4. One has signed, but one's not paid. That guy who hasn't paid is a guy up in Dallas. We made a custom package for him for 7 2D plans for $1,500 a month. Something that I put Zen on. Something that I just said, hey, you know, I've really just allowed myself to delegate sales to Zen and just say, hey, Zen, you go figure it out, which has been super great. I think it's given him more confidence that he can get some deals done by himself. He doesn't need me in the deals. Go make mistakes, but also go sell. Go create your own custom packages. What do we need to do? And then give me some feedback for how we need to make some changes, for what else we can provide to these contractors to get them excited about what we're doing. And let's make those changes together, and then you go sell it. So that's a guy he sold. He signed the contract. He hasn't paid yet. He signed last week. So as soon as he gets paid, we'll get started. But our other 4 contractors are Garden Goat, Ray Nahara, Fuera Outdoor Living, and Texas Turf. And so right now we are at 15,000 recurring revenue with those 4 members. And it's amazing because we launched this pro membership in June of this year, June 6th or something like that, is when we launched the pro membership. You know, our goal really was to have bring on two new members every single month. 2 in June, 2 in July, 2 in August. So it's August 19th. We have about 10 days to really bring on one more member. We have one signed. If he doesn't pay, we'll have to bring on 2 more members, but really one more member, which is exciting because we're just doing what we set out to do. That kind of brings me to some operation stuff. After listening to a podcast last week on Friday, I gave the whole team homework. We have 4 designers: Scott, Bea, Krissa, Sandra. And then we have me, myself, and then Zen on sales. So we have a great team. But I told everybody for homework this weekend, on Friday, I said, give me your greatest idea to benefit the company and tell me the stupidest thing that we're doing, what the stupidest thing we're doing is. So today in this morning's meeting, I'm actually going to read them all because it was incredible. It was so amazing to hear the feedback. So Zen said he wants to focus on creating some opportunities and packages with realtors to help them with content and help them with their landscaping plans so that they're providing more value to their customers. I thought that was great. He said something we're not doing is not getting enough testimonials and reviews. I totally agree. Something I definitely need to focus on. I need to press to get more reviews. We have 25 something 5-star reviews. That's another thing, actually, sidebar. This morning when I woke up at 5 a.m., I saw there was an email saying that our account is suspended for deception and going against their policies of deception. When I looked through the information, they couldn't give me any reasoning. So I appealed it, but couldn't give them any concrete facts for what I'm appealing because I don't even know what it is that I am appealing. I really hope that gets figured out because I'm pissed. But besides the point, Zen said he wants to help realtors with content and that the stupidest thing we're doing is not getting testimonials and reviews, and he's absolutely correct. So that's something I'm really going to focus on. Scott said that the greatest idea he has is to offer podcast or testimonials with contractors who we want to create relationships with as a way to create the relationship with them, build a foundation, stay kind of in their pocket, be their kind of right hand, help them however we need, and then when the time is right, we sell. And I think that's great. I think, just providing more value to the contractors to help them get more jobs, that's really part of our main goal. And so doing that is a great idea. That's also great networking and opportunity for us to be put out onto the internet more and into the, universe by doing the podcast and doing the testimonial. So I think that's a great idea. He said the stupidest thing that we're doing is we're not following up on past projects. Similar to the testimonials and reviews, we need to be better at following up on past projects. I totally agree. Now, Sandra's kind of quiet. She's one of our great designers, though, just super creative and smart and just super, super blessed to have her on the team. She was our second design hire. She's actually the one who brought her other 2 friends on, Krissa and Bea, to come work with us and design with us. So it's awesome. Something she said is we need to have uniform effects so it looks like we are one company and that all our designs look the same every single time. And that's totally true because I don't want it to look like we're contracting out different people to do designs because we're not. We have one team who's doing the designs, but everybody kind of has their own style. And so that is something we really need to work on to create more of a uniform look between all our designs. So I think that was great feedback. And then the second thing she said was we need to make sure that we're doing the amount of revisions on designs that we offer. This is my fault because I want to provide as much value as possible to the customers and homeowners. So sometimes we're on revision 8 or 9, but in the contract it says you get 2 or 3 revisions depending on, how we set it up. I never really offer unlimited revisions. So this is something that's tough for me because I thought it was amazing of her because she's really thinking about the amount of time it takes for her to do her job and how many other designs that we have. And we're kind of giving a lot of leeway to our people, our contractors and our customers on the amount of revisions that we're offering. However, I do think it is really important that we are able to offer those revisions because we want to provide value to them. And I think in these beginning stages, we've been around a year and 7 months. We need to give as much as we can. But I think she is correct that sometimes maybe we need to pull back a little bit on the revisions. I thought that was great. Bea said, for the greatest idea, template for materials we're using. Love that idea so much, because we have like a plant template that we use. So for certain plants, for certain areas in the yard, and for shade and full sun, drought tolerant, flowers, trees, all that, we have like a plant list, but we don't have a certain material list that we're using. So something that would help them is to create templates for materials that we're using. So I thought also what we need to do is reach out to our contractors and ask them what templates or what materials they use the most, so that we can create templates from there and make sure that we're getting them exactly what they need, and maybe even provide more details about those materials in the plans that we provide them for their guys, right? Like actual detail of the products that they use in the plans. I think that'd be beneficial and also great for the customers as well. So I thought that was good. And then she said, we need to create timelines or be better about, the stupidest thing we're doing is not having timelines set for smaller projects and bigger projects. She just did a really big project, and I wanted her to do it in like 2-3 days. Ended up taking 2 weeks, because it was a hotel. It was a massive hotel project, and so I don't think there was anything wrong. The customer knew it was going to take longer. She knew that she was going to take long. I knew she was going to take longer, but I do get what she's saying as far as kind of separating the difference between, or the deadline dates between smaller projects and bigger projects, so that she doesn't feel so rushed. So I think that's good. Now for the last one, Krissa, she said we need to invest in the website. We need to make it more aesthetically pleasing. That was good. I don't love our website by any means. It's hard to work on that all the time. We do need to work on it. We need to get more of our designs up on it. We need to get more reviews and testimonials up there. Just something, no excuses, whatever. That's what it takes to be a founder and a business owner, is there's always something to do. And I need to do it. I need to make it happen, whatever that looks like. Something that she said is something that she needs to do her job better is just making sure we have the survey, site photos, and if we can, get the house plans from the customer for designing. She's on the modeling side, and so for her to be able to do her job effectively, she needs more material, and so something we're going to focus on. I love the setup we have. Something that Sandra told me before she told me her 2 things this morning at our meeting. She said, I just want you to know that I feel really valued, and we all feel really valued here, and we feel heard. And it made me really happy that she feels that way, because I think that's what it's about. It's about creating leaders. It's about creating a great work environment, motivating them, getting them excited, because I'm excited. I'm motivated. I'm working every day to be the best I can be and build a great company. And I love giving back to them. I've bought almost all of them, besides Chris, a computer, which hers is coming. I bought every one of them a computer. I've continued to give back to them, and they deserve it because they're hardworking, they're smart. I want them on the team. I want them forever. I tell them all the time, my plan is to be here for 15, 20 years. That's really what I want. I want to be here for as long as possible, because the businesses who survive win. And our plan is to survive. Our plan is to take this as long and as big and as far as we can take it. And so it was really great to hear those words from her, that she feels valued and that they all feel valued and heard, and that they're given this opportunity. And she says she's really grateful for this opportunity, and I'm really grateful for them. So it's going to be awesome to look back on this in a couple of years and see how far we've come and reflect on this moment. So it was really great. What other things? something else I'm really excited about is we made a deal with Afuera for a referral fee for one of our projects in Reno that we designed and then passed to them, and then they went and sold the project. They ended up selling the project at $650,000, so congrats to them. Really excited for them. The project is going to be amazing. I can't wait to see it come together. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be a game changer for our business and theirs, just to see it come to life. The content we're going to make around it's going to be awesome. They said, I want to give you guys a referral fee. I was like, okay, well, let's do it. And so last week, the owner of Afuera emailed me and he's like, hey, what do you guys what do you expect for as a referral fee? And I told him, hey, the only real, because we don't really ask for referral fees, Again, our goal is to help homeowners and contractors just have a better experience and, create better landscapes. And so our goal is to try to not add more costs. But for the situation like this, I'm totally happy to take a fee. The project is massive, and I would love a fee no matter what. I think that's great. They didn't really have to do too much. They sold it. I'll never take that away from them, but we kind of served it up. So I told them, hey, the only reference I really have is that there's a pool company here in Austin who pays me 7% if I sell them a pool. And so I said, hey, 7% of 650,000 is $45,000. Of course, I'm open to any other ideas you have. All I really care about is strengthen our relationship. He came back and said, okay, well, from my understanding working with YardZen, you pay 2% of build costs. So I'm happy to wire you guys $10,000 and we'll call it even. And, that's it. And I said, well, from my understanding of working with YardZen, from contractors' perspective, that is not how it works at all. They charge 5 to 7% of revenue, so that doesn't make sense, and that's less than 2% of the job. I'll settle for $25,000. That's less than 4%. I think that's more than fair. I'm going to stay on working with you guys, creating 3D designs throughout the project if needed, if there's changes or anything that we need to change, which there already have been a couple changes that the architect is making and that we're providing 3D designs for so that they can better make decisions. And I sent him that back. He messaged me back. He said, deal, $25,000. I'll pay you half up front right now, half in the beginning of September. I said, boom, let's go. So, $12,500 just like that. And then another $12,500 in 2 weeks, which is amazing. And, that's going to go right back into the business, with creating that website, giving Scott a nice bonus, the whole team's going to get a bonus from that, everybody, which is going to be really awesome. And I'm excited to do that. But again, just going back into the business to help it grow, and, I guess the last thing that I want to touch on is just the conversation that me and Scott had at the end of the day today, which was thinking about, as more members come on, kind of what his role is and how we're really going to delegate the designs and how he's going to effectively spend his time. And he is one of the best designers I've ever seen, and he's so good creatively. But I think he's more valuable being that creative mind rather than doing the designs himself. He's spending a lot of time doing the designs. And so what we talked about is, for now, moving forward, and we'll, in the next couple of days, we'll see how things change. But from 9 a.m. to 9:30, we have our morning meeting every morning. From 9:30 to 11 a.m., he's going to meet with all the designers based on he's going to meet with all the designers, and they're all going to look at their projects together with him, and he's going to give them the creative direction. Hey, I want this here. I want to do this feature here. I want this to look like this. And he can point and tell them what to do, and then they can do it. And then he can just kind of manage and oversee that. So that way, when he's done doing that, and he knows everybody's working on the designs, then he's focused on creating the material list for the hardscape materials. Helping, just more systems and helping designs where he needs to. He can do some designs here and there. He can do some plans here and there. He can do the things necessary to make sure that we're pushing everything forward. But I think that's going to be a much more beneficial way for him to spend his time and give him a more leadership role on the creative side, and also help with maintaining quality so that we're not putting things out that are not top of the line, because he is the best creative mind, right? I mean, that's why people are buying from us, is because our designs are amazing. And so, you know, if he can give input on that while they work, because they're all very efficient on the programs, he can give creative. I will help manage who's doing what and when, scheduling, because that's kind of where my mind is always. I can help manage scheduling, he can help the creative direction, and then we can get these projects out faster, because that's going to be important, especially if we have, you know, we bring on another designer, which we're planning on bringing another designer on tomorrow. We're meeting with Pamela, so she's another designer. We're going to meet with her. I'm excited for you, Pam. It's going to be great. And, you know, I think we're going to have more designers here in the future. But that's kind of the update. I think I'm just going to post this to YouTube just for fun, just to kind of have a post up there. But really excited about where we're at with the business and where we're going, and just everything that we're doing. I feel super blessed that things just continue to work out, but I really think it's because I'm disciplined. I have an amazing team. I'm focused on learning every single day, and I have a long-term vision of the business. Those are the main things. Disciplined, amazing team, I love learning, and a long-term vision of the business. Thanks for watching. See you later.